The following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. After returning the Queen's brooch, our heroes are guided to the Citadel to help the Korvosan guard in restoring order to the city after the king's death. Veritana, Ashley, Greg, and Crispen venture deeper into Curse of the Crimson Throne. Enjoy the podcast.
Hi, and welcome to The Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com, on iTunes and Facebook. Definitely engage with us on Facebook. We love to answer your questions and get your comments there, so check us out there, Adventures from the Shed. We are getting back into our 5th edition campaign, and we're going to go around the table and say hi quick this time, because we're going to jump right back into the adventure where we left off. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Mickie, quickly saying hi as Veritana.
Okay.
Hi, this is JJ, quickly saying hi as Morgan Ashley this time.
This is Chris playing Greg. No, call me Gary.
It's Kurt. I'm Crispen.
That was fast. And I'm Joe. I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition campaign. We're getting right back into it. When we last left off our heroes, they had just gone into the All the World's Meat Market, which has recently reopened under the rule of Varric Vankeskirkin, I think, and his group of fellows who have recently started calling themselves the Cowhammer Boys. They had recruited some of them as mercenaries, 4 of them, to go check out the fishery and dispose of some bodies. And the agreement was reached, 200 gold exchanged hands, and we are now back with the party after having walked out of All the World's Meat, and we have to decide how we're going to go about that. So we're going to say a couple hours goes by, and the sun is, getting ready to set. Let's say it's late afternoon, early evening, and 4 guys walk out of the All the World's Meat. 2 of them are the 2 that you interacted with when you were in there. So the tall guy and then the other guy with the tight-fitting chainmail. They walk out with a couple of other guys, and when you look in, it looks like some others are closing up the shop for the day.
Okay. So this building appears to have some a second story. At least a portion of the building has a second story.
Yeah, a small bit of it. Yeah.
Is there an alley running beside the building? Is there spaces between the buildings? Does it have a building adjacent to it?
We're going to say yes to all 3 on different sides. So
Okay.
there's an alley on one side, a building next to it on the other side. So where for example, the side where the corral is, the cattle pen, there's plenty of space on that side because no one wants a building right next to the cow crap. So there's 20, 30 feet at least on that side of the building. On the back side of the building, there's a small alley, and on the side, I guess this would be the east side as the map holds. There's another small alley over there, probably about 10 feet wide.
And there's a building on that side of the alley as well?
Yep.
So I guess the things I want to ask my compatriots here is, would you rather, like, I'm not a fan of the full frontal assault. I never have been. My training that I received under Lamb, is always, the front door is always the most heavily guarded. You always go in from the side. You go a side channel attack, So what do you guys think about trying to get to that second story and getting through a window?
I'm not sure all of us can get through the window, but you'd have a couple go through the window and a couple come through the back or something.
I mean, if I got a grappling hook and a rope, you guys think you can climb a rope?
That's not the barbarian way. Barbarians don't balk at running through the front door and slicing and dicing, but, if you really want to, maybe you could just throw me up.
So this is.
I don't know if I can climb.
This is a meat shop, butcher's shop, so there's not a lot of windows on the first floor. You can't see in except for the main display because you don't want to see where the sausage is made, right? But up on the second floor, there are some windows. So if you guys want to go in through doors on the first floor, there are the doors on the west side of the building where the pen is, but there's nothing on the east side or the south side, the back of the building. So as far as getting in through a door, you're either going through the side or the front door.
All right. So I'm going to go around the east side
Okay.
and throw my grappling hook up onto the roof and try to snag something.
Okay. I'm going to call that, it's dexterity based, but what skill might be involved in that, if there is one?
This would be, I guess, a strength check to throw it, or a dexterity check. I mean, either you
Well,
do.
I'm thinking if you want to be quiet, it's more precision than
Yeah.
strength.
So
But yeah, so it's dexterity. But is there a skill that would fit any of this?
Acrobatics.
no, I mean there's one for
Climbing.
climbing, but not for throwing.
Athletics? No.
Let's just go with dexterity.
Okay,
Let's see what we end up with here.
let's see what we end up with.
Essentially, I want to find out how good your roll is, not
Right.
necessarily to hit, because you're going to be able to hit the side of the building. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But now, how good is it without other people?
I rolled a
seeing?
1. I am going to use my hero point to re-roll these dexterity check.
It is a dexterity check. So you have multiple. We need to keep track of them.
I will subtract 1 here in a second.
Yeah. So that's 1. So just as you're getting ready to throw it, the rope loops around your arm and you realize you can't throw it yet, and you try again.
This would be a 11.
11.
No, you go to 6. Not 1.
Oh, yep.
He changed his hero points from 7 to 1.
Wow. Woo. Okay. So it makes it up the side, and there's a loud clanging noise.
Okay.
You
I'm just
definitely
going
made
to
some
leave it
noise.
there.
Okay.
Just run over to the other side of the building and wait as
Yeah.
they
So that's
come
my
out.
question. Are you standing there?
Nope.
after-
Yep. That's
okay.
it. Like these guys are already in the alley here, and they're behind this building, next to the All the Worlds Meet. And if someone decides to come out and look for it,
Yeah. They right after you round the corner, you do hear a window open on the second floor, and so
Okay.
you hear a window open. How about that?
it's dark out. They probably won't be able to see the grappling hook.
Considering what I rolled, they probably won't be able to see the grapple.
Okay. So we kind of wait
Okay.
when the window closes. I'm going to attempt to scale.
Okay. Just you?
I'm going to do it too.
Okay.
You want to go with?
You guys want to come to
Anybody
the back
else?
door, or what do you want to do?
Well, it's a side door, and it's the
Oh, yeah,
west
the side.
side.
Yeah.
So there's the
Oh,
west
west
side
side.
story, and then the people climbing.
Yeah, we're on the east side.
Yeah.
Mario.
Are you a jet?
Or
'Cause when you're
shark.
a jet, you're a jet all the way.
I guess we'll all try to climb.
What is
unless
it?
you wanna-
Is it a strength check to climb it, or
Acrobatics,
acrobatics?
I think, right?
Acrobatics check.
With athletics.
I just
Athletics.
met a girl named Maria.
Oh, I have +4 to athletics.
I made
'Cause
her
you're
too,
strong.
I suppose.
I got a -1. So are we
Yeah, me
taking
too.
our
I
time?
have
We can
minus
take
one
our
as well.
time.
If we could take our time, then yeah, let's
You
climb it.
can, but the longer you each take, the more chance you are going to be discovered.
Exactly.
Because you're not taking your time to do it outstandingly well. You're taking your time to get a +10. Right. And whatever your skill is, you're just adding 10 to that. Right.
So what I'll do is I'll go first, and since I'm pretty sure I can hide.
Well, I'll give you a straight up number. To get up the side of the wooden building without anyone hearing you, I'm going to give it a DC of a 15. Climbing up is a 10, but if you want to do it undetected,
quietly, yeah.
yes, it's going to be harder.
Okay.
I have no problem climbing up with a 10, and I think anyone could do that. And taking 10, easily, everyone climbs up the side. But
Yeah.
if you want to do it quietly, I'm going to give it a 15.
So who goes first? You? Rogue?
Yeah, I'll go first.
You should probably go next.
You'll be
Because
the,
her and I are going to make a bunch of noise.
you'll be the first one to get the rope.
So I'll go first. I'm going to try a roll to see if I can do it quietly.
Okay. Let's
Probably
see
not
what
gonna.
happens. This is
Probably-
dexterity, though. You got 6 more hero
Yeah,
points.
it's strength.
This is strength check.
Oh,
Climbing
do
is-
it dexterously. Is there a climbing skill?
No.
It's
No, it's
athletics.
acrobat-
It's in
Okay,
athletics.
It's athletics. Okay.
Come on, baby, don't fail me now.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a no.
On a D20, he rolled a no.
So we're just crashing through the front door is what we're doing.
6.
So I try to repel, and I'm kind of like, I don't know.
All right. So
Bumping against the building.
the reason part of the reason I'm
I
saying all
didn't want to
that,
be quiet anyways.
I'm looking at where the second floor is and what rooms
Oh, right.
you would be going past. So what I can see is you'd be going past B3. I want to look to make sure if there's anybody. Like B3 is the ground level of where you're probably going up.
Yeah,
Does that sound right?
that sounds right.
Yeah.
Or would it be B1? You
No,
told me.
It'd be B3 because
B3?
the stairs are. If you align where the stairs are in B7 with B2, that means that B7 starts 2 squares back from B1, and then it goes that full 6 squares back from the second square back.
So,
So
the outside wall of which room is where the grappling hook is?
it would be
B3.
B4.
No, the outside on the second floor.
B8,
The outside of the second floor,
B7.
8.
B7 or B8?
it would be the wall that we were scaling is a B4
Right,
we
but
were
you,
from-
you threw the grappling hook up to the second floor, the roof.
So
of
B8.
B4.
B4 is on the first
B8.
floor.
Yes, because they're.
You're not listening. He's asking
No,
which
no.
of these two.
He
rooms.
wants to climb
I'm-
onto the
I'm-
roof
I'm
of
going
4
to
and
show-
go into the
draw it real
building.
quick.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, it's there's only a small portion of it is 2 floors.
So you
stories.
want to get on
want a
top of
pencil?
the first floor,
Yes.
not going to
There's
the second
no.
floor.
Where'd the black marker go, love?
We
what'd you
got
do with it?
I got it now.
Okay.
Or the holy
I think
racers.
that-
Right?
Yeah. Wherever the, yeah. So I got it. So you're
Huh.
climbing to the top of the first floor. You're not climbing to the
No.
second floor.
Right.
All right. That makes more sense then. So if you're going up on B4, that
It would still be B8 could look out. I
Okay.
guess they
let
could
me
look out
see.
the back.
It is. Let's see. All right. So it's nighttime. In this case, you don't hear anybody in there. It has been, so it's going to be a couple of hours, well, maybe an hour since the last time you heard them slaughter a pig or a cow inside. And they've probably vacated the area. Let's put it at that. That makes it easier. And then I've got to flip back and forth with the map here. And you are going, so you're going to make it up there. You've made plenty of noise, though. If anybody
Yeah.
was listening, they heard thunking out there. They didn't hear somebody climbing up,
Yeah.
but they heard noise. Okay. And who's next?
Well,
I
if
think
we
Chris
don't,
should
go.
yeah,
if
if we
it
don't
doesn't
see
matter,
them
no.
coming and investigating, then I'll go next.
Not yet. No.
So I'm +4, and I rolled a 17.
That
Yeah.
is silent
Okay.
as crap. You just like fireman's.
Yeah.
The rogue is
He
like
just
a
uses
noisy-
one.
Yeah.
I feel like
He uses one hand.
He just like throws himself up.
you just bamf up there.
this is funny.
No climbing. All right. So that's good. And now the other two, you want to make your way up there?
Go ahead.
It's not gonna end well.
I'll catch you.
Oh, it did not end well.
I'll catch you.
That's a 2.
Time to get the axe out.
The so
Now-
you don't make it up. First off, all right.
Now,
'Cause
can
you don't- you
Crispen
didn't
do
make-
help? Give her a +5 by pulling on the rope, so she doesn't actually have to climb.
Oh yeah, he kind of pulls her up and drops it back down.
Not yet. Let's
Okay.
do this first.
All right.
The window opens. One of the south windows of B8 opens.
Okay.
And a man looks out, and he's a handsome man wearing the Korvosan guard uniform. And he has a spear that he's holding out the window towards you guys. Say, what is it you're doing here? Get off my roof. You kids, get off my lawn.
I'm assuming we can't see him. You know, us on the ground floor.
No, but you hear him.
Yeah, okay.
Now he's 15 feet away, max. You hear him talking to them. It was the noise that she made that made him come out. Stop
Well, you
pausing and
see-
answer me. Dun, dun,
Would you happen to be Varric?
Yes. And
See-
who are you?
See, I'm Morgan, and I just hired 2 or 4 of you guys to take care of a problem for me. And
My
really,
guys aren't for hire. What are you talking about?
they are for hire. We came in from the front door earlier today, and I wanted to let you know that your guys are not being very honorable.
He sets the spear to the side and grabs a bow and knocks an arrow and says, "Get off my roof."
See, that's not going to happen then.
Can I try to climb up while this conversation's going on?
Yeah. Let's see if you roll high enough to climb
Can't
up.
we just offer
Wow.
11.
in the front door?
He
And
does it, but not
you'll get up
quietly.
there. You'll get up there eventually.
Okay.
So it's going to take you a couple rounds to get up there, possibly right after the arrows let go.
Yeah.
So when you say it's not going to happen, that's when we'll roll initiative.
Yep.
when you no longer agree to getting off his property, I have a gosh, where the heck was initiative? on these
16.
guys?
I'm 11.
There it is. I have
7.
a 22.
Damn, this guy's fast.
I rolled a 19. He has a +3.
All right.
Like I said, this guy's fast.
So Varric goes first.
Yes.
He's got a name. He's pretty good.
He'll give you one last second to get off my roof, and if you don't say you're going to, he's going to let the arrow go.
I throw a acid flask at him.
Well, he's going to let the arrow go then.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to get this 17 plus 2 is 19.
That will hit.
That will hit, and he does. Oh no way! 5 damage.
Okay.
5 damage with a arrow and all. Yeah, and it's a longbow. And I don't know how far away you are. You're maybe 10, 15 feet away tops. You're practically melee range. And who is up next?
That'd be me.
Okay.
So now my acid blast goes through and hits him.
Well, it might.
They're going to do area effect damage.
It might. Depends on how horribly you roll. If you roll a 1, we have these critical
That's
fail
true.
decks now. You might throw it at yourself. Which I'm going to take is something like an acid flask. We'll probably take the magic result.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
think you said it was
slashing,
acid splash or
Yeah.
acid
Well,
bolt or whatever.
What I'm looking at is for the critical hit or fail, the 4 categories are slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, and magic. So I think I would consider that as magic.
19 on the dice.
19. That doesn't miss. And if we're treating it like the acid, what is the damage the acid does?
They look at me.
Oh, yeah, because you got the spell.
And
And JJ,
1d6.
You roll that, please. And I will mark down his hit points here so we can get that going.
At level 1, it's 1d6.
Okay. We had the vials of acid, right?
Yeah, I don't
Were
remember
those-
how many, but
Let me just check real quick.
I probably have it.
If you have it in there, I'm not sure what we did. We chose it was.
well, I was just going to do it as the same spell. You're throwing it though instead of her casting it, so I'd rather have you roll to attack
Yeah.
rather than him rolling as a defense.
3 what?
3 vials of acid.
Or what did they do?
Oh, I don't have that in here.
Okay.
We're gonna use that spell, the
Okay.
cantrip. So it's going to be the.
And
flat,
what I'll
straight
do
up damage.
is he's in like the
he's in the window
eastern
on your right side.
the easternmost
east.
window.
Yeah.
So I will go to the westernmost window, meaning he doesn't have a line of attack.
Okay. So you want to try and get cover.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
And what was the damage you rolled?
2.
Okay. That gets us started. Who's up next?
Uh,
And as he screeches from the bit of acid, he also calls out, "You guys get out here!"
so he
Speaking
makes
of
it up
which-
the.
I didn't roll that. Oh, hey, give me a 4 for an initiative as well, please. Which makes sense because, well, they are there.
So
They're in the next room.
Greg starts to finish his climb.
Can I do anything this round?
You can get closer or further if you want. But your action is to climb.
So the action is to climb, which is athletics check, which
And he
reduces
gets to
his
move.
speed by half. So that means he can climb 15 feet this round.
Well, it's not even 15 feet up there is my point.
So
yeah.
you get up.
So I'm on the roof.
Yeah. But so your action is used. You can move. Where do you want to move to? Closer, further, or just stay at about 10 to 15 feet away?
I'll move in. Get
Okay.
closer.
So you get close to him. And who's up next?
Crispen,
Right.
Already
I would
up
be-
there.
I'm already up. So
axe to the face.
well,
Are you
we
going
don't
to ask
wanna-
him a question?
we don't want to kill him, right?
You can always do non-lethal.
How do you do non-lethal damage with an
Just
axe?
say-
You just
turn it.
You just say it.
You say no.
In
hit him with
D&D,
the-
you just say you're not going to
Joe,
kill
I
him.
want to be fully immersed in the story. You have to tell me how to do non-lethal damage.
So
with
then,
my
you,
axe.
instead
You
of
have-
hitting him with the blade, hit him with the flat of
Yeah.
it, or
blunt.
hit him with the heft of the axe
Yeah.
rather than,
Yeah.
you know.
all right, so I will do that
Okay.
because I don't know how many hit points he has, and I don't want to leave him to death. Whoa, hang on. Oh no.
Oh, crap. If it's a good number, you have to keep it, right?
I can't even see it, to be honest.
You just-
What is it? What do we got?
5,
Should have
That's
kept
not
it.
going to hit.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
9. Right?
9.
Yeah, that's not. No, it's not going to hit. Sorry.
That's
I'm winded from that climb up the.
He's
But now you are right in front of the window in front of him.
So he's wearing.
So I should move away so he doesn't get me.
Or
he's
you
wearing
stand there.
chainmail.
Are you raging?
Tank it. I'm not yet. He hasn't pissed me off yet.
He's not that angry.
I should have just. No.
Who's up after that?
Veritana.
He's still
Veritana.
downstairs because she's
You
got
are
a
still down
-1
there.
athletics.
Now, I'll tell you from where you are, you could probably, within your movement, you could move to where you have a line of sight.
Let's do that.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
magic
can I use
missile.
one of my hero points to add to AC?
What's a hero point?
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about the
Hero
hero.
points?
Hero. Okay, yeah.
When
You
does
said
it
hero.
expire? You said the first part. but I don't
They go all
know
the
how
way
long
through
that
the.
is.
Yeah, I'm probably going to use
Yeah.
it too.
If we play through most of it, probably 2 or 3 more recording sessions.
I'm going to use one to add one to AC for the battle.
Okay. So make sure you record that.
I will.
And
I'm also gonna use some
record
for
it,
AC.
remembering as well that you have a +1 to AC during this.
No,
I'm going to use
that's an
2
actual
points
spell.
actually.
Okay. And what spell do you want to use?
I'm going to move to get line of sight,
How about the wand?
Wand of magic missile.
and I've got my. That's right. I've got my wand of magic missile
Sure do.
How many
with
missiles
my
can she let fly
23
out of there?
charges.
What's that?
Is there a limit on how many missiles she could launch right now out of that?
It's whatever you would do at first damage.
Okay.
Or first level.
Gotcha.
Which is what, 2?
1d4. 1d4 plus 1.
That's it.
3 darts.
But I think you do 3 darts. Yeah.
So it's 3 die 4 plus 3.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, 3 glowing darts.
Automatic.
Good
Yeah.
start. Yeah. Wand of magic missile.
Light them up.
Okay.
And you just deal damage.
Yep. There's no roll to hit. So you roll each one and give me the number for each one, please.
As soon as I find my d4, I'll be
Okay.
right with you.
I'll hold.
Oh,
Your-
Oh,
please.
the action.
Your
There's
roll
one.
is important to me. I'll continue to hold.
There's a 3.
A 3?
3 plus 1.
So that's 4.
3 plus 1.
That's a 4. And a 3.
Total?
Correct.
So 4, 4, 3.
Correct.
All right. So, 13.
And
Okay.
then that's my action, right?
So 3
That's my
darts
attack.
go streaking by Crispen.
Uh-huh.
1
If-
underneath each armpit and 1 through the groin.
Yes.
It is
Wait,
trying
did
to.
you?
She magic missiled.
Oh, because we're not hitting and doing. Are you implying that she missed with them?
No,
No,
she
she
hit.
can't.
missed
but
you.
they automatically miss you. And
Oh, they missed me. I thought you meant under Varric. I was like, why would we
No.
trying to miss him with?
Although he
magic
probably
missile?
can't
I
even
said
look through the
Crispen.
window.
You're
He's at
right.
the windowsill
I
level.
was not.
You can't even see through
Yes,
the window.
right in the wound.
See, this is why I don't eat lettuce. Look what it does to you.
it makes you stupid.
I can't.
All right, whoever's number
Okay.
4.
Bowl of dirt.
Okay, so from the other room, in our case, it's what, B7?
7.
Yeah. From B7, 3 of the other guards come running through, the Cowhammer boys. And I have, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I got to add that on here. Dag nabbit. So what I'll do is, because they were just summoned, they'll come running through, but they're not taking an action yet this turn.
Sounds good.
Next is him again, right?
Yes, he's top
So
order.
Varric is going to take his, what is it? Well, he could just shoot, right? He can just use an arrow or his bow regardless. He doesn't need to switch to the spear. He can just still use his bow even with Crispen in front of him. In 5th edition, there's no penalties for that. So he will do that.
Well, he's not really in the way anyway.
Well, he's right there. Point down
You
at
can
him.
shoot right over my
Yeah,
head.
head.
he doesn't have to shoot, just straight
Probably
forward.
gonna have to
He
have
can-
trouble hitting him actually.
How about a 16? Does 16 hit?
Is he hitting me?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it still hit?
Oh wait, I got +1.
It
Yeah.
still hits.
Mother.
So 16. That'll hit.
Yeah, and if I were raging, I'd have resistance, but I'm not raging. But I might be
You're about
raging
to
after
rage.
this because he's
Hold on,
gonna
this one.
make me so angry. Sorry.
How about 12?
Damage?
12 damage.
Holy shisa!
He's using a longbow, and he's
So I go
good
from
with
14 to 12.
You
I mean
do.
to 2. 14
Yep.
to
You
2?
do, yeah.
These nuts.
This is why you
Shoulda
raged.
You're going to be pissed now, though, I'm sure. How about, and he's done.
I was trying to role play it. I wouldn't
did
rage
fine.
like before anything happened.
You did fine, in my opinion.
But maybe I will in the future. Maybe I'll learn that I need to work myself up into a rage.
And who's up after that?
All right. I'm going to
2 hit points.
open the window and throw in the Thunderstone.
And we said that was going to do Thunderwave.
Yep.
Which was...
They got to make a DC save.
You got to run. That's so you move to the window through.
I was already there. I was already on this window.
All right, that's window.
Yep. So we're going to do that. And what...
The DC 13
All right.
Constitution save.
So I'm going to roll... I'm just going to roll twice. Once for him and once for the other guys. And all 4 of them will fail that save.
2d8, and they get pushed 10 feet, so he's probably going out the window he's in, which is good because I was going to pull him out anyway. Those guys might go flying out the windows on the other side. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're all just going to get pushed back into the room further, is the way I'm looking
7
at it.
damage.
But he might get pushed
7?
out the window, depending where.
Okay, yeah, if he was standing in front of the window, he gets pushed 10 feet out.
7.
Does he land in front of me?
I think he lands in front of Crispen.
Or on top of him.
Yeah, if he's going out the window, then you have a chance of getting crushed.
Well, he ducks automatically.
Yeah, but the guy's going to fall down.
That's true.
He's not going to fall up. So
7
that's
damage.
Yeah. All right, got the 7 damage. And just looking at the numbers again here. Who's up next?
Me.
So that the way it was described happens. He goes out. He doesn't crush you.
He doesn't crush
Yeah.
me.
But if
so
you
it
had
is
more than
Crispen.
2 hit points, I'd give it a shot. But
It is Crispen now.
Crispen,
That's
Again?
me.
All right,
That's
so
It's my turn.
Oh, sorry. I missed
the other Crispen.
the other Crispen. the Greg Crispen.
Yes. All right, if he's out on the first floor roof, I'm going to...
Yes.
Are you going to stab him with your rapier wit?
Nah, can I toss him off the rooftop?
Sure. Maybe Tana can catch him.
No, I'll see if he just hits.
Slap.
Yeah.
Go for it. Grab him and throw him. We'll just call that a contest of strength.
It's probably not a good idea with my guy.
Well, he doesn't have particularly high strength.
Yeah, I got -1
either.
though, so it doesn't work out so well.
I have an 8.
Yeah, I got a 5.
All right, you guys. Neither of you was particularly successful, so you're just going to grapple a little bit.
It's like the.
I'm more of the dex guy.
Give a slap fight. Oh no, you didn't.
now it's me.
Now it is Crispen.
You have advantage since I'm holding him, kind of.
We can say, yeah,
advantage.
why not? That makes sense. You're kind of grappled with him. At the same time, though, people have advantage when they attack
That's
you.
fine, yeah.
So yeah. So your pick. Do you want to attack Gary or Varric?
Or Greg.
Go attack Barry.
All right, I'm just giving you the
I'm
opportunity.
trying to hit him really, really hard behind the knees with the flat of my axe,
Okay,
and maybe knock him over.
let's.
Are
see.
you raging now?
Yes. Yeah.
You're
Oh
all
yeah. I'm
pissed
definitely
off?
pissed.
All right.
So that gives me resistance. Gives me what +2 to damage, and advantage on strength.
And advantage on change checks. Yep. So
And
if you
who
wanted to
was-
shove him off the edge,
Who was the peacock?
Me.
So you get that advantage for this whole attack too.
Yeah, but it's just dex stuff.
Well, Dex plus you get another
Yeah,
one to your
AC.
AC.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make
We-
sure we remembered that.
we don't
Because we're
wanna
on
push him
page
to his
47.
Yeah, I got it.
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to
Go
knock
ahead.
him prone by hitting him behind the legs. With his,
Okay.
and I'm not going to succeed because
Well, you have advantage on
you have
this.
advantage. So roll again.
So roll lower than a 4. You rolled a
11
7.
total.
You need to roll 2 20s at the same time.
No, you just can't find an opening between the two of them feeling each other
I'm having a
up.
really hard time this combat.
You are.
Last week, this die rolled 20s out the yin
Yeah.
yang.
All
Are you
right.
ready?
That is Veritana. Yeah.
What do I see before me?
Well,
you see
no
him?
longer,
We're doing that dance thing.
you
that
no
got?
longer see Varric because him and Gary are rolling around on the roof, and you can't quite get an angle to see them up there. You do, however, see Crispen, I don't know, holding his axe high and charging forward, and then he vanishes from view. You don't see
'Cause I'm little.
Ashley either because he's past you.
You did hear
over to the other window.
and glass shattering.
So it's just you hear just a lot of commotion up there, but you don't see anybody.
There's nothing I can really do. Hold my action.
You could, yeah, we could do
But
that.
you want to try to climb up.
You could try and climb up again. No, done with that. She's remembering that she used to be a princess in a dream.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't
so
climb.
Very
the
dainty.
gang members, the cow,
Okay,
the cow
let's see
hammer
if
boys.
they can
Cow tippers.
get up and reach somebody. I'm thinking
Cowpuds.
The cow patties.
probably the easiest one for them to go to because they're rolling around outside. Maybe the window where Ashley is.
Mhm.
Let's head them that way, and they have I think they have short swords. Yeah, they have short swords. Oh, hey, there's a 20 to hit, not a natural 20. I'm just going to roll all three here. A 20, a 14, and a 14.
So the 20 hits, the 14's miss.
Okay. So it will be the 20 that hits is 4 damage
Nicely done.
with a short sword. So they just kind of pile out the window at you one at a time and swinging. So now everyone's out on the roof, and it actually feels like it might give way.
Fair enough.
Who's up next? It's back to Varric.
Back to Varric.
All right. He's just going to try and kick Gary in the groin and get him off of him. The kick and run. 12 does not hit you.
Nope.
You guys are just hanging out. It really is just a wrestling match now.
Yeah.
Between two not very strong guys.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's the two fast dudes wrestling. Is maybe more like a ground MMA than it is. Yeah. Okay.
All right. After that is myself. I'm going to...
So you got 3 guys on you now.
Going to stab one of them as best I can.
Because I want to try and use all the different things in here. Because you got 3 guys on you, you're going to be at a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give them advantage to hit you, which I should have, but I'll give you disadvantage to get a shot in on them.
And I'm going to go, guys, need a little help over here.
Guys. Hey guys.
There's a 4 on that dice and a 6 on that dice.
Oh,
So-
I guess even if it was advantage, you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Okay. After that,
After that is Crispen.
do you have
Or,
any,
sorry.
as the rogue, do you have anything special that could let you run away from this? Or do
Not
you
right
even
now.
want
At
to?
level 2, I could have.
Okay.
Level 2, I get disengage as a bonus action.
Ah.
At level 1, I just die
Okay.
because I'm at 1 hit point.
You're at 1. I'm at 2. This is gonna be fun.
Nice.
I'll decide to use my rapier on him. Tired of this wrestling around.
You're gonna rape him?
So nobody decided to tell him he should just give up.
Well, I don't think he's been damaged yet, really. Except
Yes,
for
Oh,
the
he has.
explosion.
Yeah.
He's
The
taken
explo-
magic
No,
missile,
I meant
thunder
like-
wave, and
I meant
acid.
like from the beginning. There was like no
Oh, yeah,
intimidation or whatever.
Is he looking pretty sluggish now, or is he still looking?
Oh,
like
you're
he's-
the one hanging out with him.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
I would have to say he could still kick your ass.
Okay. I was gonna try to get him down and threaten him in front of all his men to
So
give up.
before
but-
we started, one of the things I mentioned, this is probably an average to difficult encounter for level 1 characters. This would have been a cakewalk for level 3, which is why I wanted
Right.
to go into this with level 1.
All right.
So it's not particularly difficult. Any one of these guys could fall at any moment, but so could you guys. So it's kind of even.
All right. I'll use the rapier.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
15.
15 does not do it.
And I
I
can
think
only.
he has the same armor class as you right now. As a matter of fact, I think if yours is 16.
Mine's 18 because
Oh,
I used
because
2
you used points.
2 points and
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
for him it's 18. Everybody else is
Yeah.
17.
Okay, so that misses.
Yeah.
You have
So
advantage
guys
to
are
hit him,
just
though, right?
Fighting.
No.
No, because they're both part of the grapple.
Yeah.
He's got him grappled, and so
I thought it was 'cause of the
Varric
peacock
has
thing.
him grappled.
No, I get plus 2 dex and. Plus
Yeah, it's
1
all
AC.
dex stuff.
Oh, okay.
So being together is just equal, really.
So with the plus 2 dex, that means your to hit is up by 1.
Does it?
Yeah.
All right. So.
Are you using a rapier? That's a
16?
dexterity.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
16 hit.
Yeah, that's 16 hits. He has a 16 AC.
All right then. Take 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay.
How's he looking?
He probably could still kick your ass, but it'd be a more even fight.
I'm still gonna yell out to his men, "Stop fighting, or I kill Varric right now."
Well, let's use an intimidate roll then. Even though you shouldn't get another action, at least you said something. So let's do it.
18.
They pause. Who's up next?
I am.
They clearly flinch when you say that. You don't know if they're ready to give up yet because it's not their turn in initiative.
Right.
You'll find out when it is their turn.
I don't have any special moves at this point with rage. It's just,
Resistance to damage.
come on, baby. Come on, baby.
So you're going to try and
I
You
get
do
to
have
something
advantage.
here.
You still have advantage.
still- advantage?
Now you do, yes.
Okay. Something over 10 would be nice.
Yeah. What's your plus?
A 19 on a
19
dice.
on the dice.
Hey.
It's 23 and an 18.
Okay.
So-
So you will hit.
I will hit.
Go ahead with your damage.
And my
this,
damage.
This might do it.
D10.
is a D12.
D12?
Okay.
D12?
I'll
That was a
make sure
D10. It's a battle axe.
Yeah, you're holding an axe
it's
with
hit
2
dice.
hands,
It's
I
1d12.
think. Right?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, D10.
So you're going to heal him 1 hit die.
I'm not going to heal him.
D10 plus 5.
Is it? Yes, because it's two-handed. It's in here. It's 1d8.
That's
plus
what we
2, but
didn't
it's-
write up there. Regular damage
Right, that's right.
on the
I
board.
like how much damage you.
Yeah,
funny, it comes
on
in
your
here as
normal
D8 on
attack.
the
We
sheet,
write the
but it's
attack and the
10.
damage.
It's a D8 because it's versatile. So
Right.
if you use it one-handed, it's a D8. If you use it two-handed, it's a D10
Right. It says 1, so it'd be 1d10 plus 2.
plus
Let's
2.
see- Let's see
So
what that
strength
comes out
and
to.
rage.
I rolled a 2. Plus 2 is 4. Plus 2 for rage is 6.
Oh.
The back of the knee.
He collapses from the pain and appears to go unconscious.
And I do a little stout halfling dance. And then I run around the room and then I do a backflip.
But you're on the roof still.
There was much rejoicing.
All right.
Backflips off the
Veritana.
roof.
And then I flex. Like Hulk Hogan.
You hear the rejoicing.
I'm going to try
Lots of rejoicing.
once again to climb.
Nobody's told you it's unnecessary at this point.
Why don't you
5.
just come in the front door? Hey, come around the front.
Right? At this point, can I just
What was your
run-
total?
5.
5. Okay. It's just you can't get a good grip on the rope.
Do I see anything?
How do these little T-Rex arms get me up here? I can't do it. No, at this point, there's still nothing close enough to the edge that you can see.
So
Everybody
Cowhammer
is
boys.
farther in.
Cow patty boys.
They've just kind of they stopped. They're not swinging swords at you right now.
Right,
They didn't
so
say they give up. They're just kind of looking over.
I
at
have my
Varric.
rapier out and I'm backing away slowly.
Yep. Successfully. So you now have Varric unconscious on the ground. We can break initiative at this point. They're not attacking. And you can decide how you want to go about the next steps. The other guys will just walk away unless you do something to them.
They should turn themselves in.
Yeah, tell them they should
Yeah.
turn themselves in.
Yeah, I mean,
You'll get leniency if you turn yourselves in now.
Who wants to persuade them of this?
I will.
There you go. Because I think you have the authority from
14.
You have the authority from Cressida to make that statement that she wanted them back so that she could uncorrupt them.
14.
Okay. Because you guys have Varric on the ropes, knocked out, they'll walk away. They'll nod and leave.
All right. Time up.
You're going to tie him
Tie Varric up,
Varric
yeah.
up? Okay.
we have manacles still.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good to go. Loot the body.
Divest him of his arms.
Loot the body.
We're going to reappropriate any items he has.
He has 3 potions of cure wounds on him.
Oh,
Whoa.
you're going to need those.
There you go, Crispen.
And aside from that, he has a longbow and a spear and chainmail. Let me see.
Remove
I think
those.
that's it. Longbow, spear, chainmail. They're all listed as masterwork, but we're not counting that. La. Okay. Got it. So on him, that was it. That's his stuff.
All right, so I'm not going to try to haul him back down off the roof. So we will shake him awake a little bit.
Okay.
You know, get
Well, we
some-
could. I have another rope. We could tie him up and just.
Well, I mean,
Why
let's-
don't you
let's
just
take
go
it-
in through and come down the stairs?
Yeah, we'll carry him down. Good idea.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, you know,
Glad you're
shake-
the smart one.
Hey, guys! Why don't you just come downstairs?
Look, we went in through the top.
so
coming
we'll-
out, so-
while we
Damn
go,
funny.
though, we'll inspect the rooms.
Check it out.
Yeah.
So B8, that's the room that you guys just had your fight in.
I've thunderstormed. So like
after-
the table's knocked over.
So after the thunderstorm, in the corner, the eastern part of the room is a large desk. The only thing left on the desk is a paper pinned to the tabletop by an exquisite silver dagger. Aside from that, there is other stuff around the room, like the bed that's been a little toppled with bedrolls, and a chamber pot that you knocked over, which, yuck.
Ew.
Yeah. A table and 3 chairs, also kind of knocked around in there, and other papers now lying about on the floor.
I'll gather up the papers. I can't read this crap, but maybe Veritana can make something of it.
Did you say there was one with a dagger stuck in it?
Yeah, there's an exquisite silver dagger stuck into one piece of paper on top of the desk. That's the only thing still in place, pretty much, after the room got
What is that?
thunderstoned.
Hey guys, if
What's
there's
writ-
anything out there, read it to see what's on there.
Yeah, what's written on the one with the silver dagger?
Again, I'll just take it with us and we'll go. You want to cover it now, you can, but
Or is it like a note that we would just read?
This is what I'm actually looking to see if the paper makes any difference.
I imagine it does if it's stuck to a desk with a knife through it.
Yeah, you would think so, right? But it could be that the reverse is important, that the silver dagger is important and the paper is
Right.
not.
Just a picture of the queen with the dagger in her face.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's a stick figure. It's very poorly drawn.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing of import on any of the papers that I can see.
but
If I find something later, I'll let you know. In the
Yeah.
meantime, though, there's nothing special on the papers themselves.
Are you going to grab the dagger?
Yeah.
Sticky fingers?
I'll also take a pound of bacon and some meat.
So B7 contains, I'm assuming, cards.
Well,
a card game.
for B8, you make sure you note that you have the silver dagger.
Yep.
I want to make sure there's nothing else in the room that
Excuse me?
is worth anything. All right. Now, did you say that he's being left unconscious for now, or
Yeah, I want to keep him unconscious.
keep him unconscious?
We'll carry him
All right.
downstairs.
Or drag them?
Just
Okay.
to roll him down the steps.
I mean, I'm sure Crispen can kind of one man handle him.
And then you said B7. B7 is a break room. There's a round table in that room with 4 wooden chairs around it, stack of cards on the table. Looks like they were playing cards at the time that they were interrupted. And there's a cabinet in the southwest with a bunch of dirty clothes and blankets in it and some bedrolls lined up against the north wall. Looks like, again, just that's where they hang out.
Anything of use in the
That's
bedrolls or
7.
blankets
Nah,
of interest?
nothing special.
And then we'll descend the stairs to B2.
B2, that's the hall. That's what it
B3?
says. B2, hall.
E3?
B3 is the meat locker. Air in this room is stale, stinking of day-old meat and blood.
Ew.
Straw litters the floor, scattered to catch the drips from the meat as it hangs. Meat hooks are affixed to the walls and ceiling on metal rods. And to the north is a low blood-stained table and 2 barrels of salt, while double doors stand in the wall to the south. An iron bar extends through a narrow hole at the top of the doors, and the bar runs along the ceiling for 5 feet before ending in a vertical pole running floor to ceiling. So this is just where they do the butchery.
Yeah.
Anything hidden in one of the slabs of meat?
Just give me how about an investigation roll? Anybody's welcome to roll it if you're going to check it out.
6. Roll like crap.
11.
Keep going.
18 plus whatever my modifier is.
Intelligence. It's investigation.
So negative 5,000.
Negative 5,000. Are you doing an investigation?
Not in the room.
She's still outside.
No one's let me in.
18.
18.
You can just come around the front.
You're pretty sure that some of the cuts of meat in there aren't animals.
Aren't
Ew.
animals?
Are not animals.
They are cannibals.
Punk pig.
What's next?
B4 or something? I don't know.
B4 is the killing floor. The floor of this grim chamber is strewn with blood-stained straw, and the reek of slaughter is almost overpowering. Meat hooks dangle from a metal track affixed to the ceiling that allows the hooks and their gory loads to be moved easily around the room. In the northwest corner, a large hammer sits on the floor amid a permanent bloodstain. To the south, a blood-stained grill covers a wide hole in the floor. Just north of the grill sit 2 large vats of water, one boiling and one cold. 2 large butcher blocks stand to the east, next to the barrels of salt, and in the southeast corner sits a reeking vat of cast-off meat and bones.
What's inside the grill?
Let's see. The rusty grating in the southwest corner. If you want to get through it, you have to either pry it or bash it.
Use the hammer and bash it.
Huh. Okay. Give me, I guess, a strength check or athletics check or whatever it is.
I will take my time and work on it. So
Okay. It has a DC of 17. Can you take your time and do
I
it?
have a
can somebody
9
else
over
just
and
do it?
over and over.
Okay. I mean,
You have a plus
technically, it has a hardness and a hit point, so you could do it after a few hits. I'm
Yeah.
sure, regardless.
Is it? Can I get by the time he gets
Oh yeah,
through
you
it?
can
Can I
be
get
there.
inside? Okay.
You can hear where the banging is and go to where the banging is,
Awesome.
and you will show up in this room as he bangs through it, and it leads underneath to the sewers. And give me a perception check.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, that works. Fortunately, the check for this is a DC 20 perception check, so that
Oh,
works.
hot dang.
Wow.
You find a human finger wedged in a crack between two stones just above the water line in the sewer, and that ring has or that finger has a mithril ring set with tiny slivers of obsidian on it.
Okay.
And
I
it
will.
is worth 500 gold pieces.
Hot dang.
And since I'm telling you the worth, it's not essential to the story.
Yeah.
But that check found it. And because you rolled a 20, I will also tell you you can tell fish in there. I think the Pathfinder version of piranhas, they're called reef claws. And you can see, eaty fish right under the surface of the water.
That's how they.
So this is where
dispose of
they're
bodies.
deposing bodies, yeah.
Very well could be.
All right. So yeah, I think that's the extent of it. We'll got to B1. You came through B1, though, Veritana. Did you see anything?
Did I see anything?
Just the front door of the shop. I'm just going to say you could walk in. It was locked, but what the hell? You're a wizard, right?
Yeah.
You got in somehow. And I would say at this point, Varric is starting to regain consciousness.
So
You want to ask him anything before we turn him over?
yeah. So
What's your story?
well, why are you feeding people human flesh?
What are you talking about?
This butcher shop has human flesh.
I don't believe you.
This is human flesh.
What is
And I show him, here, eat
The
this.
finger?
No, the in
Stuff hanging
B3.
out, yeah.
Okay. Well, it was a substantial perception check to notice it wasn't
Animal.
animal flesh. It doesn't look like it isn't
Yeah.
animal flesh to him. I don't believe you.
Well, who's your butcher here? Who's cutting up the meat?
The guys. The Cowhammer boys.
He wouldn't know what they were cutting up? Or is he just pretend?
I
Can I
don't
do
know.
like a sense motive to see if he's just
You sure
he's got
can.
his
Let's
story
do
and
that.
he's sticking with it?
There's
Is
sense-
that just what is
perception,
it here?
I guess,
Perception, I
yeah.
believe is no. JJ
There's
has
sense
something
motive.
else.
Insight.
Insight.
Oh,
yeah,
insight.
there is an insight skill.
Yeah.
Use your insight skill, Kurt.
Sure, let me find where that is.
It's in wisdom.
Wisdom.
Insight plus 3. Come on, baby.
You can do this.
Come on. 19 plus 3, 22.
Oh yeah, he has no idea whether it's human flesh or not. He's sincere.
So why did you go off reservation and take some guys with you? Start causing problems.
Because the queen's just going to cause problems for everybody,
How do you mean?
and the guard can't be trusted anymore because they side with the queen. She had the king killed, I'm sure of it.
Hasn't he been ill for some time?
Yeah, and how do you think he got ill? How can you explain somebody who has a disease can't be cured?
Happens a lot in these parts.
And not with clerics around. Hell no.
Does he seem sincere,
Yeah.
Karen?
He's just straightforward. Yeah.
Who's Karen?
Is that his
It's
name?
like Crispin.
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 It's like
Karen.
Crispin.
I've got his number now.
I
Karen,
covered his name tag.
Karen and Ashley.
The
With that
Cascade.
roll,
Son.
yeah. Yeah, with that roll, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Huh.
All right, well, we're taking
You
you
wanna-
to the guard. And we're closing down this shop. Because, frankly, this is disgusting.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
I believe you. Well, Crispen believes you, and I believe him, so.
All right.
Can we confirm, or can I confirm that it's like when you said I can tell that they're not, it's not all human meat. That's correct. That's a correct fact.
It's not
It's
all
not
animal
animal.
meat.
Or not, sorry, that's what I meant. Not all.
But then he found the finger down in the
Down in
sewer.
the sewer.
Right. So unless somebody in the butcher shop lost their own finger,
right.
Yeah.
With
It was indeed clues leading there.
I'm just wondering how Varric would
How do you
know
prove- how
if
do
this
you
is his
prove it
crew
to
and
him?
they're butchering in the house. How
Yeah.
he would not know what was going on.
And what I guess what you need to do from that point is how do you prove it to him? Right.
I mean, I could show him the finger.
Okay, that would work because the severed finger is one of the things you can
Yeah.
use to show him. Right.
I found this in the grating leading to the sewers.
And at that point, he says, "Well, I had no idea that they were doing it." And you mentioned them doing mercenary work earlier. I had no idea.
So what?
I thought I was recruiting good people. Fine, you can arrest me.
See, now I feel bad. You're too damn honorable.
Yeah, no, I kind of want to find out more what's going on.
He's a prick, but his guys were awful, evil, bad.
Right.
Mercenaries who did what you hired them to do. Go
Right.
get rid of bodies.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, you happen to hire them for the thing they do.
So, so
Well, at least they're really good at
you
it.
are conceding that you need to be under arrest.
Oh, he's conceded. All right.
All right.
Yes.
So when your guys return from their mercenary work that we tricked them into doing,
But I thought we wanted
What?
the guard to arrest them when they went to the fishery.
Yeah, there's a combination of different suggestions there. So
Yeah.
whatever the end
so
result was, we
I'm
can
saying
play
when they
yeah.
come back, he's like, "Come with us. We're going to go take care of something," and we
But
lead him to the
Chris's
guards.
point, if we were going to have the guard meet them at the fishery to arrest them, then they wouldn't be coming
That's
back.
fair. I didn't realize we'd done that.
I don't know which one was going to happen. Play it however you want. Just you can decide that now.
That sounds fine.
Right.
Okay.
We would have had them arrested.
Yeah.
Ambushed.
Okay.
Well,
and
and the thing about Varric is we don't. He might be right about the queen.
Hey,
we
totally
don't
right,
know,
right.
but we have
Regardless,
been
this isn't
contracted
the
to-
way to do it.
Right. We have been contracted to bring him in, and we want to get paid. So, I think we would take him back,
Yeah,
but keeping in mind that he might be right.
that's true.
And we need to be wary about what the guard tell us.
okay.
The Korvosan guard.
So you're going to bring him back to the Citadel.
Correct. The Volshinik.
That place.
Citadel V.
Yeah, Citadel V.
It's VOL Shy Enek. So Volshianek.
With that, let's wrap up this encounter and what that's going to mean. If the PCs manage to bring Varric back alive, it says alive without resorting to combat. So you brought him back alive, and that's
Yeah.
all that matters to me. You get 800 experience points. Because he is alive, you get the 500 gold when you bring him back.
And we recoup our
And,
200 gold from the arrest.
Yeah, we can say that, yeah, because the other guys can be caught. Yes.
Sweet.
And
How much was the
you will
XP?
get
800?
800.
Yeah.
800. And this is where we can take the last few minutes of this episode and let's talk about going to level 3. Because one of the things we're going to do with this is we're just going to skip some levels to make sure our characters are the right levels moving into different parts of the adventure. One of the next thing you guys do, the book suggests level 3 to 4 characters. So we're going to jump right to level 3. We're not going to do the 2 to 3 process. And I think we determined earlier we actually have enough experience that we would probably be that level anyway.
Yeah, we're
Right.
between 2 and 3 right now
Right.
on actual XP.
So what I had asked each of the players to do was to bring a level 3 character with them, thinking we might get through this quicker, but where we are right now, we can talk about them and just be prepared to use them next time we start up. So who wants to talk a little about how their character is growing while you get in a nice rest at, I want to say the monastery. Why do I want to say the monastery?
Because
The
that's
Citadel.
where
Castle.
Truk lived.
Yeah, it was. Well, you guys are going to be in the Citadel.
Citadel.
Not
That's
the
what I meant, the
castle.
Citadel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, you didn't have the right one either. I said monastery because Truk.
I can go.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'll preface this by saying, if it's okay, that JJ reminded me that the new Xanthar's Guide to Everything has new paths for characters, including the barbarian. So I might double check those just to see if there's not something I like better before next time.
Okay.
But at second level, barbarians get what they call dangers. They get a couple things. They get danger sense, which is an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be. Basically, it gives you an advantage dodging danger, so you get advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see, like traps and spells. You also get reckless attack, which lets you basically decide when you make your first attack on your turn to act recklessly, and that gives you an advantage on your attack rolls using strength, which is usually going to be the barbarian. But attack rolls against you have advantage until the end of the next turn. So,
Okay.
in exchange for the opportunity to a better chance of doing damage, you also have a better chance of taking damage. I guess.
And then,
is the idea.
then once you get hit in that first round, you get all pissed off and rage.
Exactly.
That makes
Exactly.
sense. Yeah.
And then more importantly, at third level, the barbarian kind of gets to pick, they call it a primal path.
Mm-hmm.
And in the original player's handbook, that would be either the path of the berserker or the path of the totem warrior. The berserker is a pretty standard kind of, blood rage, just untrammeled fury. That gives you frenzy at third level, mindless rage at sixth level, and then intimidating. Basically, just kicking ass, taking names. If I stick with these two, or Crispen would follow the path of the totem warrior, which is a little bit more of a spiritual path, where you get a spirit animal as a guide, protector, and inspiration. And he would probably follow the path of the wolf, which is kind of like a battle leader. So while you're raging, your friends have advantage on melee roll attacks against any creature within 5 feet of me that's hostile to me.
Kind of like
spirit-
pack hunting kind of
Yeah,
thing.
the spirit of the wolf makes you a leader of hunters. And then at higher levels, you start to get aspects of the beast and things that are like kind of related to the wolf or the pack.
Cool.
They also have eagle and bear, which have different kind of... I'm not going to go into all of the detail, but if you're interested, Player's Handbook, page 49 and 50. And the Totem Warrior looks pretty cool. So I'll check out Xanathar's as well, but I think I'm probably going to play that path.
Cool. Who wants to go
Gets me
next?
back a little bit to my druid love.
Cool. Oh, and another thing I'll mention, because we're going to continue to use critical hit, critical fail type stuff, we're using these decks that I have, we're going with maximum hit points on each level. That way the players can suffer more debilitating things
Yeah.
without it being so crippling. Well, crippling's the wrong word. Deadly is probably the better word. Who wants to go next? Who wants to talk about
I can go
the
next, or
story?
Mickie can go next. I don't know. Where are you going? This is Wizard. This is where you are.
Sounds like Chris should go next. Chris,
Chris.
what's the bard doing at third level? Or what got him there, I should say. First to second to third.
Yeah, I guess to second, he's getting Jack of all trade skills, so I get to use. I can add half my proficiency bonus to any skill that I don't have proficiency in already.
Which is
so,
pretty darn cool.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
one of my favorites.
I also
'Cause
get the-
I like to play the character who tries everything.
Yeah, that's
and just to
awesome.
get a +1 to everything right now is
Right.
pretty cool. Yeah.
And then I get the Song of Rest, which just the healing thing, It goes up for a short rest. I could
Yeah.
Healing is good.
help. Which kind of it's more of the spells I've been taking because we don't really have a cleric in the group,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of like doubling as that.
At least to begin with, we're finding healing potions around though, which is a plus.
That is pretty nice. At third level, I get Expertise, which allows me to take choose two of your skill proficiencies, and then I double them up the proficiency, which I'm not sure what I'm going to pick yet on that. I might change some stuff around because I had something, and then I had something picked, and then JJ showed me something out of the Xanthar's guide, so I might switch up what I want to do. So I might take, instead of College of Lore, I might take the College of the Sword. Is that what it is?
Swad.
Yeah, College of Swords.
Although you might be less stabby as we get further into the adventure.
Right, so
You never
yeah,
know.
it depends how I want to
You
do
definitely want a Gadron Dad, but after that,
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm
Yeah.
not sure what I want to do. But I might go that way. It sounds interesting where they're more the sword swallowers, entertainers with blades and things like that.
So where Kurt was reading the thing, if he sticks with that path where he'll go in with the reckless attack, that sounds like it will be a character changing thing. Is there anything that you think would change the way you're playing the bard?
Yeah, I guess he'd be more, because I'm going to get a proficiency with medium armor and the scimitar, so that's a different weapon.
Yeah, okay.
I would change that up, and then you get different fighting styles, either dueling or 2-weapon fighting, things like that.
Cool.
So that would be it'd be more more a blade work guy, I guess. But I still might keep him with the poet end of it, because he wasn't really the musician guy originally,
Right. I want to hear that come out again too. Just a few lines here and
Yeah,
there about
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, because that was neat in that the dream sequence, as
Right.
it were.
Yeah, I would he might be like a very like a Cerno de Bergerac type character where
Cool.
a couple lines here and there just to irk people and then use the sword, right?
You do like Mickie did with her one-liners before. Just write out a whole bunch
Right,
on a
yeah.
page, just so you
Yeah.
have something to.
That's
pick
normally
from
what I try to
while you're
do. Like I have a bunch in like the notes field, like just different things.
playing. Cool.
So Ashley is going to go into the swashbuckler
Okay.
archetype. So at second level, he'll gain cunning action, which allows him to do either disengage, dash, or hide as a bonus action on any of his turns. And then at third level, he would gain an increase in his sneak attack, and he would also be able to take Swashbuckler, which would give him fancy footwork, which means that whenever he deals damage to a creature, he can dash away from them, and they cannot. He doesn't provoke opportunity attacks from things that he damages. He also gains Rakish Audacity, which allows me to add my Charisma modifier to my initiative rolls.
That's cool.
It also changes his sneak attack feature so that he also gains sneak attack against people that he is one-on-one fighting,
Okay.
but only one-on-one fighting.
All right.
So he would still have the one where if he has advantage, he gets sneak attack, and when he's one-on-one fighting, he gets sneak attack.
Alrighty.
But eventually what it does is it allows him to, at 9th level, he gets Panache, and he can convince people that he's not a threat.
So how does this, or how could it change the way you've played your level 1 character?
I'll be using diplomacy and persuasion a lot more.
Okay.
Trying to, rather than being deceiving, he's going to be just overly nice and try to convince people that he's not a threat.
So will Veritana believe he's not a threat?
We'll see.
It's going to be good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, worst cop. Or bad cop,
Bad
worst
cop,
cop.
worst
Damn.
cop, yeah.
Mickie.
So Veritana, as a wizard, at level 2, you select your arcane tradition. And of the ones in the book, I selected School of Abjuration. Because it's more defensive type magic. It's magic that blocks, banishes, or protects, which I think was more in line with how the character was created to begin with. At level 2, Veritana picked up Arcane Ward, which is essentially like a defensive spell. So as she's weaving her spells, when she casts abjuration spells, she essentially gets a ward that provides some temp hit points.
Cool.
Level 3, she gets some more spell slots, so she's now up to 4 first-level spells and 2 second-level spells. And in line with how she was created, more defensive magic, I went with things like mage armor. We had shield already. Flaming Spear, fire. We had Firebolt, and Cloud of Daggers.
I like Flaming Sphere. It's one of my favorite spells because you have a pet fireball.
Yeah.
You roll around when you want.
And with that, she also has a familiar.
That's right. We
Now.
picked that early on.
And her familiar is named E.A. Poe. He's a raven. We have yet to meet
Electronic Arts Poe.
Electronic Arts Poe.
Is he full of loot boxes?
We'll see. So
You just have to keep hitting it, and treasure comes out.
treasure comes flying out. No, I kind of see the character shaping up as more of a defensive magic versus an offensive magic wizard. She's going to stay back and cast things to protect the party.
Cool. I like that. So what have you... Now, I think you just said it, but what have you done that would change the way your character was played? So
Picked
it
an
sounds-
alignment.
Yeah.
Trying to remember the alignment of lawful neutral versus chaotic neutral.
Cool. So we are at the point where we're going to be wrapping this one up. Is one thing I want, if you guys could, before we start up the next session, and it'll be the next time we record, but get back to what your character was created to be. Think about how that character should be played, because now we're getting into the beef of the adventure. Now we're along the official storyline. You've done the first thing that the Queen and the Korvosan Guard have asked you to do, so you're going to be embedded into the storyline of the adventure now. Whereas the first one with Zalara the Fortune Teller was really around getting the characters together and letting them start working as a group. That one's done, and now we're into the actual storyline. So think of the personality that you should be forced to play because somebody created your character for you, and see how we can incorporate that into how we continue to play.
Although we should remember, as we build our characters, do you want us to remember these are the characters everyone else built for us?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Try
what
to
I
be
mean.
hard, so not to start building them the way we would build them.
Exactly. As much as possible, let's still try and play outside of the normal edges so that we can try and make a little bit of a different character compared to the way we normally play. Because I think that was fun. And I think it's fun if we keep pushing that forward.
Cool.
In the meantime, we can wrap this one up and we can all say...
Sayonara.
Thanks for listening.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.